Let's go. What's life without a couple bumps in the road?
That's just how we have to do it, though. I mean.
Welcome, everybody, to the Chris Wilson Show. SportsJourney.com, Lake Lewis. First up, we was discussing me having the intro for the show.
Yeah, something like that.
And
that's my intro.
Yeah, that was your intro. That's a nice intro. But I was thinking I had a concept inspired by Big Tigger, Rap City in the Basement, DC native. I said, why don't I just do my own intro every single show? That way it'll be different every time.
Exactly.
So we going to have DJ Lizard Lake Lewis. Give me a beat, you know what I mean?
You got to tell me what kind of beat you want, though.
Man, I really can go off whatever.
Anything.
But
any special requests in the building? Vintage 50. I mean, we might get some people in here to say, I want to hear this. I want to hear that.
What they want to hear?
Anything.
He said Rakim.
I figured Jarman would throw something hard out there.
I ain't gonna give you too many bars. Let's go. Let's get to the show.
See, you had a nice smooth style before, so let's see. You had a nice smooth style, so we'll see. Comes in real slow.
I see you a smooth brother. West Coast.
Nice and smooth. You got 2 minutes and 50 seconds of that.
You got how much left?
2 minutes and 50 seconds.
I ain't gonna go that long.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go.
It's
hey,
on you.
You're live with C-Dub. Hey. Thought I was gonna start, didn't you?
That's all right. I'm not gonna say anything.
C-Will about to start the show. I always rip the 810. Flint, Michigan, that's my home. With Lake Lewis, baby, now it's on. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Come on, let's do this live with Lake Lewis. Got a great show ahead. Hey, about to kill it. It's dead. Cut it. Cut it. Just a little warm-up exercise, you know what I mean?
All right.
In the chat box, let me know in the chat box if y'all can see the exclusive footage over there to your right.
Yeah, refresh that because we just added it up on there.
Yeah, refresh it. Let me refresh mine.
Yeah.
And
I see it on mine, but then again, I have the master computer, so it may take a couple minutes.
Big show tonight. I'm excited about it, man.
Yeah, it's not up on yours yet, but it might be an individual computer thing because, you are sitting there with the MacBook and all.
Oh, man, there you go throwing shots.
Yeah,
there you go throwing shots.
Yep. So, I mean, just lots of good stuff, and let's get right into some things that I'm sure before we start talking about your guy and, his championship aspirations. Your aspirations should be getting on the field soon.
Let's give him a heads up on what's coming up. We're going to talk about the champions. That's the subject of the day, champions. We're going to be covering boxing's latest, greatest middleweight phenom, Flint native Anthony Dirrell. We're going to go in depth on him a little bit. And then we got some, we like to just float, so I don't want to give us a set schedule.
Will he be a champion? I mean, big time. He's champion now.
He's a champion.
But will he be a household top 10?
So we going to go in on him?
Let's go in on him.
He's going to be the best.
Now, you're not biased because that's your friend and he's from your hometown.
I am biased, but I'm telling the truth, too. Ali did it. Ali was cocky, arrogant, and realistic. You know what I mean?
Correct.
What you have is two fine gentlemen. Andre Dirrell is his brother. And you got Anthony Dirrell, two guys who fight orthodox as well as southpaw naturally. Mm-hmm. No game plan.
Uh-huh.
They just switch sometimes that will. That gives you, to the non-fighting fan, that gives you twice as many angles to hit somebody at. Because if I'm fighting orthodox, I got the jab straight, I got the uppercut, I can create more angles.
Right.
But if you can switch, you can do all of that in a whole different mirror image.
But everyone's going to, when they pull up his blueprint, when they put up his fight card, is he a southpaw or is he right-handed? what is?
They don't know.
Are you serious?
He's knocked people out with both hands.
But, you got to have a stance.
He doesn't have a signature. Like, okay, if I was to ask you, Manny Pacquiao, what's his signature punch? What would you say?
Knockout punch.
Yeah, he hit you from all different type of angles.
Right, I see.
I mean, he got a mean uppercut. I'm talking about Anthony.
He's a righty. First, I mean, if you really had to break him down, but
I'm talking about Anthony.
I saw it, and
he fights
I
right-handed.
tell.
Sometimes he fights whatever his opponent is having problems with.
You know what I was thinking after you showed me the footage? I was trying to figure out who he reminded me of. Size-wise, lankiness, he kind of reminds me of Tommy Hearns.
Yeah.
From where?
Detroit.
Had to throw that
my
Michigan
state
love
shape,
in there for
my
you.
state shaped like a mitten, so we can throw him.
So if I'm sure if he has any career like Tommy Hearns, then he's doing something.
Ask Tommy Hearns about him. See what Tommy Hearns had to say about it. I met Tommy Hearns one time.
Okay.
But didn't get any. I'm not going to lie on Tommy and say he anointed him. But, Ali anointed him, said he was going to be the best. And he's undefeated right now. And when I say undefeated, I mean undefeated. A lot of people don't know. But first, let's go to the Olympics. That he was in his older brother's shadow because he didn't make the Olympics. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't know he fought the Olympic trials with a broken wrist and went all the way to the finals. So he one-handedly went to the finals. Then as he started his professional career, he got diagnosed with Hodgkin's cancer. Mm-hmm. So he had to take a year layoff. He actually beat cancer. If you watch the footage closely, that's not a tattoo. That's where he used to do chemotherapy.
Right.
So when I say he undefeated, he done beat everything.
Everything.
And everybody.
A true undefeated
beat
champion.
the inner city Flint, Michigan odds. And he's still undefeated right now. We got his last fight. I don't know. Somebody tell me in the chat box, is it up? When you see the in-depth look of Anthony Dirrell video.
Yep, it'll be on the right-hand side, right outside that video player. So
that's his last
fight. Have to refresh on that because we just added it right before the show, and there's some great footage.
Great footage.
And you also see some of your fellow Flint Town folks in there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you was gonna talk about who edited first.
Oh no. Well, I mean, come on now. Chris is jack of all trades.
I had to edit it up. Both of them. You got the best footage, but it's a lot of Flint natives in there. It was really an immaculate event. Just seeing the city, that type of city, in that light. Mm-hmm. Just what we capable of, and that's just the message that we trying to send as professional athletes, as leaders, as role models in our community. It was a great event. I had to selfishly keep a lot of the good footage for myself for the documentary. I just had to give you a couple of highlights here and there. I can't give you the whole story before it's done being written. But then you got the best of footage. Also, you can YouTube him, Anthony Dirrell. You can YouTube my editing skills too. CWIL95 Flint.
I'm impressed.
Just like my Twitter.
I'm impressed.
CWIL95 FLINT.
Now you actually tweeted all this stuff earlier today about the footage, and it's on there. But once again, technology. Having done that seconds before we went on the air.
Right.
You may have to refresh that.
But he's saying, a lot of guys are saying it's not on there. If it's not on there right now,
it'll be on
there when we get back from the break.
Yeah, it'll be on there soon.
Or even sooner.
Now, before we go to break, though.
Just refresh every now and then.
Before we go to break here at Vintage 50, a lot of stuff happened today. And I know you stay away from it. I understand.
No, I don't stay away from it. I've been away from it.
You've been locked out.
I had a birthday.
You've been
July
locked out.
10th. Celebrated my birthday. Then went to the lake with the family. You know how we do that every year. Mm-hmm. That was fun. Then my daughter had a birthday bash.
This past weekend. It was great.
It's like the summer Christmas for us.
You kind of set me up, though.
How set you up?
Because my daughter went home, like, Daddy, I want that.
Yeah.
I'm like, Dad.
She's
like, I want that. I want what Brooklyn had. I want that. I want this. I want that. So
I would have edited that, but, I try to keep
that's fine.
A little bit of privacy.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not ashamed, I'll play the footage.
Nah, we don't want that.
Ice cream paint job. Cream on the inside, pink on the outside.
Yeah, a lot of candy over there, though.
Yeah, they love that. She had a stomachache yesterday.
I was going to say she should have.
She bites
a whole lot of candy over there. But you know, that's what we
on
do.
subject, what happened today? You tell me what happened, and I'm gonna tell you
I'm
what's
going to
gonna
tell
happen.
you what happened. Well, today, NFL, labor talks, CBA, and it looks to me as if Thursday is, can't say Armageddon because it's not the end of it. It's the beginning, so you can't be Armageddon. So it's going to be the day that
It could
life
be the
as
ending
you
of
know
the
it.
lockout.
The ending, okay, so it's Armageddon for the lockout.
The end,
Thursday.
that's what a lot of people believe. That's the optimism.
Well, see, these are some of the catch points that
Keywords.
I received today from one of my sources, and I can safely
I almost
say
named my son sources just so he can be famous.
Diane also talked to that source who is very knowledgeable of things that go on. Mr. Lloyd Vance, I can say that, good friend of mine.
Okay.
Does stuff with players like yourself as well as the NFL. You can look them up, folks, if you don't believe me. He gave me some very good tidbits. You know, gave me some points as far as the salary cap. And I'm going to look at Diane just to make sure I'm not.
Well,
you know,
spill the
she's the
beans.
editor. I want to make sure I don't misquote this stuff.
Spill the beans.
Salary cap between 120 to 123 million. Okay,
As opposed to.
as opposed to nothing, because last year there was no salary cap.
True.
The year before it was very similar.
right.
It was 120 million. Yep.
So it went up.
So, but keep in mind, the year before the salary cap at 120, that was like a record. So people were thinking naturally the Redskins, the Cowboys, the Patriots, the most lucrative teams
Right.
as far as owners, fat pockets, that you guys would benefit. So it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Could be a good thing for the Redskins, could be a bad thing. History has shown when you have money to spend, sometimes it's not a good thing if you spend it on outside the building, as we so graciously talk about.
Right.
If you spend it in the building, it's a great thing. And Diane actually wrote a really good article on sportsjourney.com. You can read that. Kind of breaks down their history of free agency and why guys like Chris Wilson should be taken care of before you go out and look at somebody else. You have no problem with that, right?
He's speaking the truth. Speaking the truth. Can't argue.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. Yeah, no more Adam Archuleta's. So, also, the retired players, the former players, the guys that have paved the way for yourself,
Right.
guys that have paved the way for me to have memory of things to talk about. They're gonna create something called a legacy fund. The legacy fund, from what we've told, is $1 billion over 10 years. So that's a lot of money.
And this fund will go to what? Health?
It'll go to. I mean, I don't know if they've literally broken down all the.
It just goes
But
to
it's going to go to
retired players.
to their fund. So I would imagine it is going to go towards injuries. It is going to go towards ailments that unfortunately a lot of these older men are be riddled with. So that's another stickler. I think there's another number, Diane, as far as the $40 million, which is it's like 40 to 50 million or something as far as one of the other numbers. The cut. Yes, the cut for you players before was 57%. Now it's going to be 48%. So it's gone down.
Now, has it went down?
It's gone down as far as what you make.
Right, but what I'm saying is, are they still taking the $1 billion off the top?
Obviously, that has not been put out yet.
Because it could go down.
That's the final holdup.
Yeah, they took the $1 billion off the top before the pie even got split. Mm-hmm. So
you can
if
say
it
plot. That's okay. You can say that.
So if it goes down, it's really not a hit. If they don't get the $1 billion off the top.
Exactly. So obviously tomorrow,
then you force the owners to take care of it. I mean, it's a CBA, it's an agreement. We went from being partners in the agreement to employer. Now we're trying to get back to partners in agreement. So,
once again, I ask that question as a business owner. We are friends. We do stuff together, but the business pays you as it pays me. Do you truly feel like the players and owners are a partnership? Because I do. I feel like it's more of an employer-employee.
You know what? To be honest, I think they will. I think we would like to be. I think that it's important to get this out of the way now. It's important to have these agreements to last 10 years so we can be partners and friends and handle business with that type of chemistry. You know what I mean? That type of cohesiveness. Because if not, it's always the unknown elements and factors and, you know, different motives, wondering what the motive is. And, you know.
But once again, the word partner is 50-50.
Right.
To my knowledge. And I don't think fans would think that the players are partners with someone that's writing their check. That's an employer-employee.
I mean, as far as it's business, that's why you put the pro in front of it. That's why it's pro football, because it's each separate team has their own agenda. They can believe it's best for the whole, you know, to eliminate a player. And it's hard. It's like, well, we're not friends anymore. But,
yeah.
I mean,
that's the business.
No disrespect. I don't think Dick Butkus can still play.
Right.
Because you talk about friendship, I'm going to ride for my friend until. As long as he wanted, I mean, we can sit down and talk about it, but I can't help it. That's the type of friend I am. So you have to put those type of limits. It's always going to be different opinions. Should this guy got released? He should have stayed. He should not. Should this guy retire? And it goes both ways. You got guys that play too long. You got guys that retire too early. You never know what's right. Everything is different. At the end of the day, it is a business.
Sure.
The beauty of it is when you can have fun, have those memories, have those relationships. If you can mix that, now you live in the American dream.
Folks, Chris Wilson, Washington Redskins
and winning Super Bowls.
Myself, Lake Lewis, here at Sports Journey. For everyone right now watching this in HD video on sportsjourney.com, there's a lot of people in that chat box. Any questions for you directed directly to you?
One man gang just joined the
box. He says skin him, Lake.
he meant to say ask him, Lake.
What's up, Zoe? What's going on,
Ask him what?
Ask me what, Lorenzo? What do you want to ask me in there?
We going.
Oh, yeah.
So probably hating on me as usual. Since one man gang, that's Lorenzo Alexander is in the box. Tell y'all how he tried to hurt me this week.
He might be upset because I said there's not a partnership, because he's been saying that.
He's saying who won the first competition.
Oh, okay. That's what he wants me to ask. Yeah. Who? Yeah, no.
Oh, was that the competition? I ain't agree to kneeboarding. All right, let me.
You're interrupting your show, man.
Let me help stroke Lorenzo's ego a little bit.
Okay, all right.
Zoe did an awesome job. We went to the lake.
Okay.
All our families out there. It was a wonderful time. We all trying to kneeboard. Me, I made it maybe 5 yards. Douche. Nobody makes it.
Okay.
So we go in, have lunch, sit down, think about it for a minute, let the kids wear themselves out. We decide to go back out there, and Lorenzo has a miraculous, most memorable, never didn't get caught on camera. You know that didn't happen.
I needed the footage.
We recorded about 40 attempts, and then he gets it. He tries to go one hand, his first time ever doing it. He did a great job, but that wasn't the competition, so I'm sorry. We didn't agree to that.
The Chris and Zoe games. That's not part of that.
Everybody thinks
so. You gotta let the fans here know exactly what that means.
Me and Lorenzo have a competition. See, Lorenzo, he loves me, but inside he really hates me. He loves to win, and it's hard to win when you're playing against me. It's just hard. I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
These guys are competing at anything and everything.
We playing basketball alone. Shout out to Antoine Randall, who covered for me last week on the show.
Yeah, he did a great job.
We have a cookout. We're playing basketball. I blow past my brother. Whoosh. I'm like in the lane by myself. I go up. The next thing you know, I'm laying on my back. I look up. It was and one.
Lorenzo fouled you.
Got to throw that in. Fouls me so hard. Thank God I didn't get injured. And guess what he says?
See, I need both you guys.
He tells me, you playing too hard.
See, I need both of you guys to come out to LA Fitness because I've been playing with the young dude, Selfish Capers, over there.
You know what? Have Capers do a show at LA Fitness, and we will play in the background live. Therefore, it'll be no stories, no misconceptions. Everybody gonna know exactly what happened.
You know what? That's
I'm
a
gonna tell you
great
what's
idea.
gonna happen.
Are we gonna see you dunk on Zoe in the background?
No, if you want to see me get hurt, because he's gonna get very physical, like he did yesterday.
See, there you go, right there.
I'm not
Amari Smith leaving work.
Uh-oh.
It's not dark. That's not work.
Yeah.
He didn't stay late. So, look, let's do this. Let's take a break. Because he's in there. He's trying to steal your crowd. He's trying to steal your crowd.
He's trying to steal my crowd.
He's trying to steal your crowd from you in the chat box. So, we'll take a break here at Vintage 50 here in Leesburg, Virginia.
Hey, in the chat box, let me know if you see the video. As soon as we see the video, I'm going to commentate.
All right, yeah, we'll do a play-by-play. Blow by blow, because that dude was.
Keep refreshing.
I didn't like the fact that he was doing push-ups.
Hey, and when we come back, we gonna talk about champions. I got some things for y'all, you know.
Hey Zoe, just so you're watching, he bought the ring. We'll be back.
I'm gonna tell that story.
Serious sports talk. The Serious Fan. We're the Sports Journey Broadcast Network.
What happened, man? You used to be energetic, happy, and wow, did the ladies love you. Now you fall asleep on the couch, irritable, and out of shape. Don't be that guy. Call now for a risk-free trial of Ageless Male, a natural supplement shown to raise testosterone by 50% and maintain healthy, normal levels. No injections, no appointments. With healthy testosterone levels, you can feel that energy again, that great outlook again, and yes, even a healthy sex drive. Right now, you can try Ageless Male risk-free. There's nothing to lose, guys. If you're a man who's noticed changes in your body, your mood, your sex life, call now for a risk-free trial of Ageless Male. Be the guy you used to be. Just call 1-888-246-0623. Don't wait another 246-0623.
Hi, this is Joe Perry and Steven Tyler of Aerosmith for Red. You know, it's okay to rock and roll and party down. Just don't get in that 2,000-pound bullet when you're done and cocked. And please don't drink and drive. I'm the one that jaded you.
A reminder that friends don't let friends drive drunk. A public service message brought to you by the Ad Council, U.S. Department of Transportation, National Association of Broadcasters, and RAD.
Men, are you urinating more frequently? Do you wake up to urinate? Now be honest, is your sex life what it used to be? Don't ignore these changes. Your prostate health can affect your whole life. Call right now to discover the Beta Prostate free bottle giveaway. Beta Prostate is a natural supplement that helps your body maintain prostate health. This includes stronger urine flow, healthy bladder emptying. It even reduces waking at night from the urge to go. Take care of your prostate, and it will take care of you. Learn how to try Beta Prostate free. You only pay a low shipping and handling fee. Call 1-888-770-2023. That's 1-888-770-2023. When you call in the next 5 minutes, you'll learn how to get a free Super Vitamin D with your free Beta Prostate. Don't wait. Call 1-888-770-2023. That's 1-888-770-2023.
This is a special announcement for listeners with dark circles or puffy eyes. If you have dark circles, puffiness, or bags under your eyes, we want you to take part in the Lumitone free bottle giveaway. Lumitone is a revolutionary cream made specially for the sensitive eye area. It instantly fades the appearance of dark circles, and Lumitone reduces the look of puffiness, bags under the eyes, and fine lines. We want you to try Lumitone free. That's right, free. You only pay shipping and handling. For details, just call 1-888-210-6242. If you have dark circles or bags under your eyes, puffiness around your eyes, or you're just tired of looking tired, you're eligible to take part in this limited time free giveaway. With Lumitone, dark circles instantly fade from view. We want you to see for yourself and try Lumitone free while supplies last. Hurry to find out how to get your free supply. Just call 1-888-210-6242. That's 1-888-210-6242. Call 1-888-210-6242.
The odds of becoming a signed artist and having 3 #1 albums? 1 in 100 million. The odds of going on to win 6 Grammy Awards? 1 in 1.4 million. And the odds of this performer having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 150. I'm Toni Braxton, and I encourage you to learn the signs of autism at autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Mic check 1 2 with the boy C-Dub. What you wanna do? I only roll with the killers. C Willer, I'm only one of the illest. I went from defensive end to LB. Straight rep at FLINT. Hey, I say the same thing different. You know I'm gonna talk about Flint.
Years of practice.
First, I gotta get in this chat box on the one-man game.
He's got a lot of people in there. I see Brian Ain't Lying in there. Di loves the Skins, not Brendan. I like that little side note there. Who else do we have in there? We have California Skins fan.
Yeah.
How you doing?
East to the west.
Big Dunk is in there. And Skin fan.
Now, can I tell my story?
Yeah, go ahead and tell your story.
We get right into it.
Tell your story.
Chris Wilson. It's the year 2006. On a freezing day, below zero, -17, Winnipeg, Manitoba, BC Lions versus the Montreal Alouettes. We crushed them, as we crushed everyone that year. Win the Grey Cup. I go to the parade. Everything's going great in my life, you know. Just got married. Win the Grey Cup championship. 2007. Got a call signed with the Redskins.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking on water. So I'm like, bet. Come back in March because I'm grinding, trying to earn a spot, and I did.
They told me you tried to walk in the locker room like you were walking on water.
I missed my ring ceremony up in British Columbia, Vancouver. Very pretty place. So, I mean, I don't know what y'all used to around here, but all I know is winning as a rookie. Nah, I'm keeping quiet. I'm keeping cool. Everybody whispering like, they like, look at the Rook, look at the Rook. He walking around with that ring like it's a Super Bowl ring. Once again.
It's one more ring than they had.
Listen, everybody. Listen. It's not my fault. It's not my fault they told me I might as well not try to go to the NFL when I was little. It's not my fault I didn't go D1. They didn't think I was good enough, so I played D2 at Northwood University.
Bring it.
It's not my fault I didn't get drafted, so I went to play in the CFL. You know what I mean?
Bring it.
It's not my fault. I just do what I do when I show up. You know what I mean? So my new alias is the common denominator. Speaking of Northwood, I don't know if y'all can see that right there.
Diane has pictures. We'll post them.
Bam.
What's that? High school, college.
It's a Northwood. Matter of fact, let me throw them on now. Enough suspense. Bling. Enough suspense. This is my college ring. This ain't the ring I'm talking about I had on when I was in the locker room. Bling. This is not the one. So, I get this box in the mail. Here. I don't even got a home. I haven't sent it to Redskin Park.
Make it sound effect.
I don't have any address. So they send this to me, and you think I'm not going to wear this, baby?
Lorenzo says in the chat box, we all have some rings.
He's a hater, man. That's good.
He said we all have some rings. But Zoe, in all due honesty, Zoe, it's not a class ring. It's not a
this ain't
graduation
no class ring, man.
You know, this is a championship ring.
This not no ring for perfect attendance at Cal.
Lorenzo says maybe he should wear his state high school ring.
Well, tell him, come on, measure up. Bring your little Captain Planet ring and see if it measure up against my Northwood and my C. I just win championships everywhere I go. Sound like a common denominator to me.
So
matter of fact, speaking of that, it's time for Chris Wilson's Redskin trivia question. Hit it.
Who is the last Washington Redskin to record a sack in the postseason?
Chris Wilson.
Chris Wilson.
The good old days.
Greg Williams days.
When I'm in, we win.
Lorenzo just, oh my goodness.
Yeah, man, just follow him on Twitter if you want some more player hating.
One man gang.
Green.
You guys can't. You can never get away from each other, ever. He logged into your show.
If it wasn't for us needing our health, I'm nervous. I can't. Matter of fact, that'll be a great series for retirement because now we can hurt each other without getting in. Without our wives getting mad.
Lorenzo says, Lorenzo Alexander, folks, Washington Redskins linebacker. He's in the chat box for Chris Wilson and myself. He says, you can't live on that forever.
Live on what forever? This is history.
That you have a CFL.
What
you
mean?
You can't live on forever?
That's not. You can't erase it.
You can live on the cup.
You can't erase it.
Your name's engraved
in
there.
Yeah, my name's on the cup. You can't erase it.
But see, most people in here, Chris, will
live on it forever. I'm trying to get
one. You're talking about the Stanley Cup, though.
You think I'm not trying to bring the DC fans a ring? I'm dead serious about this.
Somebody wrote in the
chat
box.
You think I'm being entertaining?
Big Dunk said, didn't Chris Wilson knock Tony Romo out of a game?
Yeah, I done did that.
They're in there.
Then I got Brad Johnson. I'm just saying when I'm in.
Somebody said, no, you didn't knock Tony Romo out of a game.
Well, tell him to come in here and say it so I can knock them out. That's all I'm saying.
Muhammad Wilson. That's what we're gonna
No, man, it's just the last draw. I got to get a championship before I'm gone. I have to. You see what I'm saying? I got to. And I would really love them because I love these fans. You know what I mean? We got fans in here. They show us. I never got love like this, especially on the pro level. That's hard to come by. You
didn't get love like that in Canada? It's probably too cold to even go up to somebody.
It wasn't to this degree of intensity.
Whew.
But we did get a lot of love in Vancouver.
Well, why don't you tell people this? Because I asked you about Winnipeg. How cold was it in Winnipeg?
-17. 2 hours north of Green Bay. That was cold.
Did you win the game?
We won the game barely. Froze. Didn't shower after. Too cold for that.
See.
Went straight to the hotel and wrapped up.
See, I'm going to pose this question to you one more time.
I showered.
I think we did this off the record, on a phone conversation. But I said long time ago, you know how the NFL is playing games over in Europe? You have teams fly over to Europe once a year.
Yeah.
You Redskins will be in Canada this year. And I said this. If you're worrying about expansion and you're worrying about trying to promote the game in other countries, Canada has a Canadian Football League. Buy those teams out.
They're not going to allow it.
Canada wouldn't allow it.
No.
Really?
Because Canadian CFL has the ratio just to protect the
Canadian influence?
Canadian natives.
Okay.
So it's 40 men on a roster. 19 of them have to be Canadian.
Even if they have no experience playing?
A lot of them do. They got a DN, Brent Johnson. He's Canadian.
Okay.
He played football for Ohio State.
Okay.
But you find those guys that don't, and then that's where, that's the argument about the lockout. The brand of football is a little bit different, and you can tell.
So you're telling me that the NFL?
I don't think the CFL would do it.
I think they would if the money was right.
They might. I mean, money always talks, but
of course it does.
You talking about
how many teams?
It's
12?
8.
Oh, it's 8.
Yeah.
It was 12.
Well, it was 8. I don't know if Ottawa's in or out.
I don't even know if it's 8 now.
It might be 7.
So you trying to tell me that they couldn't, let's just say 6 teams hypothetically, grab 6 Canadian teams and filter them in as far as expansion? Your travel wouldn't be any different? I mean, subtly it would be, but you're not having to travel to Europe.
I'm not saying it's a bad idea for the NFL. What I'm saying is I don't think the CFL would do it. They'll drive such a hard bargain. Will it be worth it? Like, who's going to drive or not drive? Who's going to fly all the way to? I mean, BC is not bad because it's right above Seattle. Toronto's not too bad. Hamilton's not too bad. It's real close. But when you get all the way up to Saskatchewan,
and they have to play in Miami. And I
Man,
guess
you
that
gotta
is
try-
like flying over to Europe if you think about it.
International flight. I mean,
They need to get
those-
your money straight
those
before they
cities-
do anything.
Those cities aren't quite. I mean, Toronto is an Americanized city. I think they
Sure
want an
it
NFL.
is.
They want an NFL
Of
team.
course. Just like they
Um,
have the Raptors there.
I think BC loves their Lions, but they could possibly be Americanized. But if they did, I mean, Seattle's right there, but I believe BC could. But when you get up to those other cities like Saskatchewan, Calgary,
I think it would be good for the
they
league.
speak French in Montreal.
I'm just saying this if you're going to do expansion.
Nothing
You
wrong
can't-
with that, but
Do you think there'll ever be a team in Europe?
no,
No way. No way.
not. I don't think while I'm playing it will be.
No way.
Russia had a pretty good high school team. I seen the special.
Who?
Russia. They was hitting. They was smash mouth. But see, that's the thing. They're so far behind.
They were hitting each other. They weren't hitting you guys.
Yeah, they was hitting.
That would be ugly. That would be
They
like
was
when
running. They was running plays like ISO. The stud
High
on the
school
team.
plays.
The stud on the team was a fullback.
High school plays.
Boom.
That's what that is. I mean, look. Fans want to see football at its best. So, question I have is, if this thing doesn't get done by Thursday, the Hall of Fame game is nil. It will not happen. So, if you don't play the Hall of Fame game, that's going to affect your natural preseason schedule. Zoe is
This dude Big Dunk. Zoe's joining forces with Big Dunk. They talk about my high school football. I'm not high school. My college.
said, did your
Chris.
college football field double as a parking lot? See, that's just wrong, man. We supposed to come in here.
First
Big
of
Dunk.
all-
You're a big supporter. You're supposed to come in here and support Chris.
Northwood University is a very prestigious academic program with very prestigious donors. Northwood is going to have an indoor facility. Let's talk about that. Indoor facility, Division II. It's from winning these. I contributed. I just did my part. Ask
Good
Lorenzo
attitude.
in the chat box, Big Dunk. Ask Lorenzo, is he going to be in the Cal Hall of Fame? I'm
It's a
talking
big
about
ring.
trend setting.
It's a big ring. It's one of the rings you in a picture like this.
Ask him that.
That's a big ring. Gary Clark. I can say that. That's nice. Hey, you kind of you a little irritated right now, huh?
I'm not irritated. This is how I act.
Just because Lorenzo
This is how I always
crashed
act.
the party. They said they showing some love to D4. You weren't Division 4. There's no such thing as Division 4.
They're trying to be funny. Listen, let me tell you a little secret. The more haters you have, the better in life you're doing.
So yeah, Chris, Big Dunk said, Chris, I'm just messing with you. I respect you and all your accomplishments.
I know you just messing with me.
That's
They only
not-
hate on the great.
I think the thing I'm going to remember about this night more than anything else is the line you said, I don't know what y'all doing around here, but
What?
that's what you said,
I'll just switch my AKA to the common denominator.
which is you on the field. You going to get your
95.
shot this year?
Listen, I'm not like a math. I didn't major like in science and nothing like that, but I know fractions. And I know if 95 is up under all of them, that makes 95 the common denominator. I'm just ready to play football, man. I'm happy. Spend great time with the family. I'm ready to get back. I can't wait. You know what I mean?
Who else on this CFL championship team played or is playing in the NFL? Are you the only one?
Playing right now on that team? Nobody.
So you're the only one.
Yeah.
That's why that ring has that much more meaning to
the
it.
kid in Miami, Wakes. You know the DN in Miami. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Cameron.
What's his first? Cameron Wake.
Cameron Wake.
He was actually my replacement.
Really?
Yeah. And
Cameron
Coach Wiley
Wake's a
called me.
decent player too.
Yeah, it was real good. Coach Wiley called me. You know, Wiley's a funny. He said, "Yeah, it's cool. I know you're gonna go to the NFL. You're gonna end up in the NFL." He's kind of his way of farewelling me. He said, but I think we got somebody to replace you. I was like, all right.
That's okay, because I'm going to be in the NFL.
See, I'm a team player. I don't mind that.
One Man Gang said you didn't play with him.
But until I just said that, Zo, I said he didn't play on the team with me, but he replaced me. How can I play with him if he replaced me? A Cal education. Now you're going to get all my Redskin Cal alums mad at me.
He's sitting there. He's really giving you a hard time on your show.
You know what I told Wally? In all respect to Cameron Wake and all his endeavors, I never met him. They did a great job. He ripped it up. And Wally did find a replacement for Chris Wilson, but he still hadn't replaced this.
But see, we were on the same page because
I just want to win a championship.
See, I wasn't going to say this, though.
Matter of
Do
fact,
you know where Cameron Wake went to school?
Where? Was it Cal? I know it wasn't Northwood. Penn?
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Penn State.
I don't know your song. Don't hum your song like I'm supposed to know. Like, oh, that's Michigan. Hail to the victors.
Oh, no. Not on this show. That will never, ever
I thought you
be
were singing
played
Hail
on
to the
this show.
victors.
I used to play Penn State on my show all the time. I would play that fight song. ESPN told me I couldn't do that.
But check it out. I just want to win. Like yesterday when we played 3-on-3 basketball, Chris Wilson, Derek Dockery, Pastor Corey,
Against Lorenzo.
Mm-hmm. Chris Gorez, one of our trainers, and my brother, Edwin Wilson.
See, Lorenzo taking shots at all of. He took a shot because I said Penn State.
All right, let me tell you something that my daddy told me. If you throw a brick in a crowd of dogs, whichever one bark, that's the one that got hit.
So are you implying Lorenzo got hit
with a brick? He doing a lot of barking. Every time
you saying he got hit with a brick?
Now he throwing shots at my brother.
He said any brother that can't play.
Somebody tweet him.
He said it was 2-on-3.
That's how you get a hold of my brother. Don't text him, tweet him. Future the poet.
All right, so.
But anyway, let me tell my story. So hold on, let's just close this for a second. So I can focus on my story. He keep interrupting me with words. Let's close that.
He said Ed can't hoop.
He right.
He's killing everybody.
But what I'm saying
tonight
is this. We playing. I get the ball. He admitted it today when we was working out. I wasn't going to let you just dunk on Ed. Foul me. I'm all on my back. I'm a hired person to get on the ground. You know what I mean? He used his whole grown-up strength to put me down there. I'm not even on the ground. I'm in the air. Boom.
Now, see, what if he had hurt you to the point where you couldn't play football?
That's hard to do, but
I'm just saying.
What
hypothetically, it could have happened.
My wife would have got him.
She would have got Lorenzo.
Every time I get the ball in the post, they come into the help line. They like, man, I can't move. So you know what I did? I'm still talking about the championship type mentality. I said, okay, you know what? I'm a create space. I'm going to come out here, space the floor. You know what I mean? Grab rebounds. I became a passer. I was like Shaq in the paint. Everybody wanted to come close to me. I just dish it. Whoosh. Blew him out.
He said you lost 11-6.
11-6.
He said Chris lost 11-6.
We won. What is he talking about?
He said, what about your game with DJ?
DJ. So you can come on down here if you want to just come on down. You know what I mean? You can come on, bring the family. Eat some turkey burgers.
Yeah, we got to do this because he's hogging up the chat box right now.
He hogging the chat box, but what I'm telling you is listen, when you see my real skills start to flourish, it's going to turn into a bumper match. See whose forearm bumpers can I already know his style of play. That's how he does.
I'm going to come on out. I need you come on out to LA Fitness.
You come out and referee. And if he gets 6 fouls, he automatically lose. I'll play him then.
NBA style.
After the way he fouled me yesterday, I don't know.
This is unbelievable. All right, Zoe, since you're in the chat box, real quick, we'll give you something serious to chat about.
Everybody hit the refresh button.
What's your thought process on the fact that you guys, looks to me like you're losing a little bit of money to get this thing going? What is your thought process on this whole thing, Lorenzo Alexander? And then Chris and me will.
Well,
what's your thought process?
Oh, we got
this?
video.
I told you it's
we gonna
right
do
there.
that next. We gonna do that next.
I told you it's there.
Everybody hit the refresh button, quick. Now I'm excited about this. My thought process is, I already answered it. I said if they take the $1 billion off the top, it might measure out, and we still might lose a little bit. But that just goes to show you how passionate we are about the game. You know, we ain't trying to hurt nobody. We ain't trying to ruin the economy in the middle of the recession.
You guys never asked for more either. You just wanted to renew what was currently in place.
Right. You got people that's trying to pay their mortgages out here. They depending on that money. Matter of fact, Lorenzo, I can't wait for him to answer this because he has an aunt that works in the stadiums. You know, so I'm talking about that type of stuff hits home. Like, he said that's new. That's going back to school clothes. That's winter coats. That's a big deal.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize this. Even I've said this, even, you know, Diane and myself being out at Redskins Park as media, the grounds crew. I mean, people can say, actually my wife told me they stay up to cut the grass, but there's nothing to do. There's no lines to paint every 2 hours. You know, there's no sand to put in divots. There's nothing to do, so it's affected a lot of people. So hopefully Thursday, as you said, Chris, looks like Armageddon here. We'll get this thing done. Let's take a break, and the video is up there.
Let's take a break. You know, shout Vintage 50 in Leesburg. That's where we at. When we come back, we're going to get back on the middleweight phenom, Anthony the Dog Durrell.
We'll be back.
You're in the Sports Journey Broadcast Network. Sports Journey. Serious sports talk for the serious fan.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 120,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, Cover America Auto Care has announced revolutionary, inexpensive mechanical breakdown coverage that is now available to the general public to save consumers thousands on auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for drivers to call who own a vehicle that is less than 10 years old for a free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number is 800-232-3260. Drivers who are covered with this auto protection will not have to pay for a covered repair again. This is the auto coverage now sweeping across America at a fraction of what dealerships charge and is now available to the public by calling today. The number to call is 800-232-3260. 800-232-3260. That's 800-232-3260.
Sports Journey Radio with Lake Lewis.
Thank you, Lake. It's just so great to be here with you.
The only problem I have with the NFL, I don't like the halftime shows. I'm just not a big fan of bringing the old-timers back. You know, sorry. Maybe if they want to bring the old-time players back. I think last night The Who was playing, and great group, a legendary group. It just wasn't happening.
A big school, like University versus somebody small, like Northern Iowa versus Alabama or something, it might get a little ugly out there on the football field, so.
How did I know you were going to bring up Alabama? You're going to find some
always,
way.
Man, roll tide roll, man. Always.
I'll come do my show from down there. How about that?
Hey, that'd be great, man. We have a good time. You come on down.
All right, just no pickup trucks, remember.
Hey, I got it. What are you talking about? I got a Texas Cadillac. That's a Texas Cadillac.
When these guys fight, I mean, is there something left after this? If Tito wins, can he continue to go for another championship?
You know what? You see, like, what it is, you take it like you find it. You leave it like it is. So remember, catching come before hanging. You can't talk about what's going to happen tomorrow until you get to the day.
Got an NBA player breaking down college football and doing it better than us.
You can't just put us in a box now, you know what I mean? You can't just put us in a box, baby. We're universal now.
You had a chance to play against a guy that I'm sure was an idol of yours growing up. What must that have felt like to look across the sidelines and see Johnny Unitas?
You know, I can remember the specific moment that I let that happen, that I let that feeling come in of where we were right then, you know? Like from the outside looking in and say, oh my goodness, look where you are now, Joe. Let's hear it.
You didn't come on Sports Journey with a hangover, so that's good.
No, I have a hangover after Sports Journey.
Oh, I love it, and we're getting that promo.
Sports Journey Radio with Lake Lewis.
Showing no love today, man.
Cable TV rates continue to skyrocket higher and higher, and the profit-hungry cable giants have pushed consumers around long enough. It's time to push back. Cut the cable and get Dish Network installed free with absolutely no equipment to buy. Here's the best part. It's just $24.99 a month for an entire year. That's right. Call now and get Dish Network professionally installed for free, plus an HD video recorder for free, 10 premium channels, HD free for life, and if you call in right now, Dish will throw in Showtime free for 3 months. Dish Network is waiting for your call and can have you watching TV as soon as tomorrow. Call 800-303-4781. Imagine all your favorite movies, sports, and shows in crystal clear digital quality for far less money. And you won't have to deal with a cable company anymore. At $24.99, they're giving it away. Call now for full details. Call 800-303-4781. That's 800-303-4781. Again, 800-303-4781.
The best age for your child to learn to read is during the first 5 years of life. Kathleen discovered this fact firsthand.
A friend of ours recommended the Your Baby Can Read series. When we had our first child, Jacob, never thought anything of it. We plopped him down in front of it.
Your Baby Can Read worked amazingly well.
When Jacob was 3 years old, he was reading at second grade level. He turned 5 in July, went to kindergarten, and in 3 weeks he was moved to first grade.
Kathleen knows it's no coincidence.
Because we have 3 children and all are reading on a high level. School is very easy. Straight A students, maybe 1 or 2 children, but all 3, probably a successful video. So bam, it worked.
Would Kathleen recommend the program for your child?
Your Baby Can Read definitely gives them a life skill that can never be taken away from them. It's been invaluable.
For a limited time, you can receive a completely risk-free trial of the Your Baby Can Read program. Call now and we'll also include 3 free learning gifts with your risk-free trial.
Call 800-650-5250. 800-650-5250. 800-650-5250.
These days, you hear them everywhere. Get out of debt quick promises asking you to call right now to solve all your credit problems. But please, listen carefully. Don't make a huge mistake. There is a better way. Trinity Debt Management. Many debt settlement companies have created a dangerous misunderstanding. Simply put, debt settlement often ends up destroying your credit and ultimately may lead to asset seizure and bankruptcy. There is a better way out. Trinity Debt Management can show you how to pay off your debt, preserve your good name, save thousands in interest, and in the end, actually improve your credit rating, not destroy it. Say no to debt settlement. Say yes to debt management. Trinity Debt Management. Make the right choice and become debt-free for keeps. Call 1-800-783-7760. That's 1-800-783-7760.
Here we go, we back on the show. I always rip the 810. One man gang, he be hating. But that's cool because I'm just grating.
Chris Wilson.
Off day.
Lake Lewis here. Vintage 50, Sports Journey Broadcast Network. Folks, just so you know, as always, you can get a replay, archive version of this show.
Yeah.
On sportsjourney.com. All our shows. Chris Wilson Show, Philip Daniels Show, Anthony Armstrong Show, Brandon Banks Show,
sportsjourney.com.
And then many other athletes outside of the Washington metropolitan, I guess you say Northern Virginia area. So lots of stuff on there. And then my daily show, 3 to 6.
Okay. Don't forget.
Don't forget. Throw that in there. Jeff Little coming up after this show.
Tune in if you can't tune in. Go to the archive. Check it out.
Lorenzo says Zoe need a show. I mean, listen. You guys should do a show together.
If Zoe got a show, I don't know.
How would the show be?
I don't think I would have to leave Sports Journey, but we would definitely be competitors.
Yeah, because you'll be talking about each other the whole time.
The thing about Lorenzo, people, he don't talk much, but I love the inner kill in Lorenzo.
Lorenzo's serious.
Yeah.
He's like he's just serious guy.
I'm serious too. I just smile a lot. You need to smile more, Zoe. You can't beat me because you ain't got the mic in your hand.
Highlander says yes. That's what I think, Lake. So I mean, we got a lot of good folks in here, all over the country. Your chat box tonight is lit up like a Christmas tree.
This dude say you talking about nothing all the time. Bam, let's go.
Well, let me do this real quick though, because
did everybody hit refresh?
Yeah. Well, let's do this before we break this down, because Lorenzo did answer my question earlier.
Oh yeah. Let's go back and read the.
Yeah, he said.
Hold on. What's the question again? In case
the
they
question
forgot.
was just what his thoughts are about everything right now, as far as the CBA possibly coming to an end on Thursday. Get you guys back to doing what you do best, play football. Well, one of the things you do best. That's not what you do best. It's one of the things.
We an elite. We the best in the world.
Okay. But I don't want people to think you just play football and that's it.
Nah, but
You're
we
a father,
we do it the best.
A son. I mean, you know.
We the best husbands too.
I don't know about that.
There's no way
I'm
I
pretty
can
good.
publicly prove that.
I'm pretty good.
There's no way I can publicly prove that.
All right, so one-man gang, Lorenzo Alexander, who's in the chat box, also current Washington Redskin linebacker with Chris Wilson right here from Vintage 50. Lorenzo says, well, I don't know all the numbers, but obviously when negotiating, you have to concede something. And as players, we understand the big picture. So I'm fine because at the end of the day, we make good money and the game continues to grow. I think that's a fair thing to say.
That's a fair thing to say.
But this is never...
The problem was when people take advantage of that.
Well...
They like, oh, Lorenzo said he fine with the money he making.
No, but there's a perception, too, I think the fans don't know. And that perception is, and I've said this over and over to anybody that wants to hear, out of 53 men on your roster, just this year, not collectively over a course of 3-4 years, but this year, I said there was, 15 people maybe that guaranteed made over $1 million.
Yeah, that's something.
I don't think this is...
That's around the whole, and
Yeah.
this is a highly paid team.
This is one of the highest paid teams. So
you talking about pay cuts.
15
you talking
out of
about
53. That's
the
not a
high paid
lot.
guys, they going to make their money. It's the league minimum blue collar, average Joe.
It's still good money. Don't get me wrong. 320 is anybody in this room signs up for that.
Yeah, but it's about fairness too.
I understand.
Because chances
that.
are the guy making the least amount of money is the guy that's throwing his body in there, the guy that's taking all the reps in practice, the guy that's doing all the special teams.
Basically the guy getting beat up in practice.
He doing the special teams practice when the rest of the guys sleep. We doing the one a day today, fellas. Special teams, you out there, everybody else, we'll see you at the meetings. I sound like I'm talking from experience.
So once again, if people are say that, there's someone in there now. Brian ain't lying. He's saying for $320,000, I'm bringing everyone donuts and water. So, but
we did it.
But once
we did
again,
it. Sandwiches.
But I think you're missing the point, Brian. What we're saying is, the perception is all 53 men are millionaires,
right?
And that is without
and
question.
The perception is you don't get paid to bring water and donuts. When that shoulder and neck start hurting, when them knees start hurting, and you just getting it in.
And Lorenzo just put in there, don't forget taxes.
After so many years, you're going to be like, whoa. You're going to be like, this taking its toll on me. I just want to be properly compensated.
But see, once again, I'm not trying to stir the pot. Because
yes, you are. I'm just
saying.
I'm gonna start getting in your head if you continue to take
I'm not
the
trying
good
to
guy
stir the
road.
pot.
You don't have to be a good guy.
I'm on your side on this because
just be honest.
People have it's a little delusional. The NFL, you guys are the only players out of all major sports where the contracts aren't guaranteed.
True.
So even if, for the sake of this argument, I said 15 guys definitely made $1 million plus this year out of 53. I could be off rounded, give or take a couple. But I will say this. All of the 15 of those guys weren't guaranteed that money.
True.
So it kind of brings it down now. So you might be looking at 10 that made $1 million or more. But if you went around Northern Virginia, Washington, Maryland, and asked how many out of the 53 Washington Redskins are millionaires, I think the poll would probably be, I think people would know it's a trick question. So they would start thinking, they
Right.
still would probably say 50% of them. No, it's not.
Nah.
So
it's
this
way
is
lower.
the thing. When you have, once again, an $100 million player, it's going to make the practice players look like they're making $1 million because
Yeah.
that salary's so large, and you have 3 or 4 players making ridiculous money.
And then when you
it
start
brings
talking
everyone
about
up.
a 16% pay cut, and those big money guys don't take a pay cut. They getting their money. So what happens is the league minimum guys are the ones that get undercut even more than 16%. So you're really talking about a 30% pay cut to the blue collar guys that's trying to make their pension.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
somebody in there said, "Dang, 178,000, Uncle Sam." Like if that's that's a problem because that's still what you're getting. But come on, folks. No one wants to see a chunk of money go away. I don't care how much you're making.
Nah.
You can be making $1 billion. You don't want to see 500 gone.
I don't.
The more money you make, the higher the taxes.
Higher the expenses.
And I'm not getting into politics now because I know some people in the building are going to say, well, the president, I'll leave that stuff alone.
You sound like you just did.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Somebody asked me, what do you vote for? And I said, whoever's going to make me money. That's what I said. Whoever's going to make me money, I'll vote for him.
Hey, I give everybody their own individual evaluation. Not Democrat or Republican. I just vote for the best candidate.
That's what I say. Because naturally people thought you voted for Obama. That's just natural. I've had people ask me, oh, did you vote for Obama because he's African-American?
I did.
I mean, it's not a bad.
I'm not the only
not
one.
a
Did y'all
bad
see the polls? It was a lot of blue. It was a lot of blue on the American map. No point in fronting like you didn't. You act like you didn't. Then you went and circled it. But you ready to get into this Darrell footage?
I am. Because we just having fun.
This is
man.
what I was excited about, man.
All right, come on.
Exclusive
what do you
footage
have
coming
here?
at you. A lot of people, I talk about Flint all the time. You actually about to come to Flint with me, see my city at one of its best atmospheres. You know, they had an event. Darrell Promotions did a Fights and Fireworks event. All the legendary Flintstones and pioneers of the city came out. So if you haven't watched it, it's the one that's entitled Anthony Darrell Fights and Fireworks. You know, it might say Fights in F, for short. But, you just click that, and we going to get into it. Now I'm going to introduce y'all to everybody.
Yep.
That's the grandfather right
There
there.
we go. All right.
Leon Bumper Lawson, he the one that trained him. That's actually their grandfather. He raised him and trained him.
Really?
So
him and his brother.
Yeah, just another stepping stone, some adversity they had to endure.
Folks, this is video right now you're getting from the site. So everybody
Yeah,
right
you
now,
in
if
Flint
you're
right
checking
now.
it out, we definitely appreciate it.
I don't want to take you to Flint because
the folks at Vintage 50 aren't seeing this right now, but
you might move funny or something and get us in trouble. I know how to navigate them rivers and bayous, so I can do that. No, man,
I like the quality of the video. That's
that's
I know what it is.
That's Picture Perfect Productions right there. That's my video company. Picture Perfect.
And there's Chris Wilson.
That's
right
Darion. I'm gonna get him on here later. You know what I'm saying?
Who's better?
Well, he's 15 and he's 11. They both just won nationals. Younger cousins. That's just some of the local talent. Hold on, but we passed. Let me go back to Darion and hold on. What are you doing? You thought that was funny? Good thing they're not seeing this here.
Are you guys watching
That's the
this
Matrix.
with us right
Everybody
now?
know Andre Darrell. But let me elaborate on the bigger kid was 15. He's Darion, and the young kid is Leon, Lil Lethal Leon, and they're the younger cousins of the Darrell brothers. Both of them just won nationals.
Sideline hater just
First
said,
place.
who were the young ladies walking?
Local talent. Just local talent. It's ring girls. You know, that's Money Marcus. If you ever watch a boxing event on Showtime,
right.
He's gonna be in the background.
Okay.
That's one of our MC rappers right there. 1,000 bars. You know what I mean? Somebody I'm bumping. That's what I'm listening to in the locker room before I'm really about to go ahead and be me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm finna let loose.
And all these guys know you.
That's my man Big Feezy right there in the back with the braids. Went to school with him, Northwood. He helped me win all them championships.
Local talent.
Again.
Again.
Hold on. Real quick. It's just for the production. You know.
And there he is.
That's the Matrix right there. Oh, that's just. Oh, Ant ain't came yet. Y'all gonna see Ant later. You know, he gonna close this thing out for us. But it was just a beautiful event, man. What people don't realize is my city, Flint, Michigan, is always in the top 3 every single year. I'm talking about consecutively every single year in the murder rate.
Okay.
And you know, it seemed like we trying to win it. So
not something you want to be a champion with.
We just out there just showing them what happened when we all work on the same team. You know, these some of the original Flintstones. You see Montine Cleaves to the right as a Flint's rapper, John Connor. You know, he just dropped this album, Salvation. Go get that on iTunes. And the big guy to the left, Robert Smith. Some of the guys I looked up to, man, made me believe I can do it too. You did? You know, now, you know, so it's just a great feeling for somebody you look up to, you can finally see eye level with, but still look up to them, you know, and they still be an inspiration. So
the place is a nice turnout too.
Man, I don't know how many people was there exactly. I estimate about 5,000.
How many seats is the stadium?
He used to be a champion back in the day. Ain't nothing but champs in our camps. How many people do a seat?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Brandon Carr, another Flint native. Kansas City Chiefs. Charlie Bell, another Flint native. Now his story.
I'm happy for you guys. But that's Michigan State.
He went to Italy.
Yeah, he did.
So, you know, in my whole role when I didn't get drafted, one of my inspirations, you know, he went to Italy, then he came to the NBA, and he played for the Warriors right there. There you go, Lorenzo. Comment on them Golden State Warriors. I know you're from the Bay Area. But, hold on, I'm going to just be quiet so y'all can hear this freestyle session. You know me.
Well, they're playing while we doing this, so.
That's what we do, man. We just do this for fun, man.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is behind the scenes footage. Like normally y'all don't see what's going on behind the scenes. You know, a lot of people volunteer, man, put their sweat equity as well as you know, their finances to make sure this event went successfully. 0 fights. Mm-hmm. 0 altercations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was just a beautiful day. It's just sometimes you just need days like that. So it's hard for people to see past what's in front of their face. You know what I mean?
So you know what you should do next year when you have your camp up there?
Oh, I'm gonna bring that to you. But just wait.
You should have a lot of these guys come out to that.
They did. And now here we go. Anthony the Dog Durrell.
Both hands, that's what you say.
Thunder.
And just for the folks here at Advantage 50, they're not seeing what we're seeing right now in the video. You can let them know what's going on.
I'm letting them know they can hear me. I'm on the mic.
This is where you have to get your play-by-play skills up.
Anthony Durrell has what's the highlight? Not play-by-play, but Anthony Durrell has thunder and lightning in both hands. He can jab you with either hand. Very accurate puncher, especially for a 6'2" middleweight. He can reach you. He can teach you. You know what I mean? As you can see, he's not shy. They call him the dog for a reason. You know, being lit in the shadow, as people might say, of his older brother. He's just sick of all the speculation, man. And I love that, man. Bring the dog out. Bring that tiger out, and you go for it. Whatever you want to do, your dreams, aspirations, man, go hard for it. Be yourself.
But you said that Muhammad Ali anointed him.
Oh, yeah. Their granddaddy, Leon Bumper Lawson, grew up with Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
So he was inspired by how great Muhammad Ali ended up being, and it just makes you reflect on your life. Like, man, this dude is great. Look at that. Got him doing the
spaghetti legs.
Ooh.
Can I get some sauce?
Yeah, they got pictures. Like, They got pictures of Muhammad Ali when they little kids all the way on up. And Ali was just telling them how good they were, how accurate they were. The fact that they were switching without even trying to was just something amazing because people normally game plan to do that. And it's something that's never being done. They can fight coming forward, going backwards. They switch, as you can see, he switched angles. He backing up now. He could drop him right now, but he getting good work. He's working the body. He's not a headhunter, even though he's definitely a power puncher. Just a world-class fighter right here. Athletic. You know, you either get a guy that's a boxer and not athletic, or a guy that's athletic that can't really box, but his athleticism allows him to win. You talking about a world-class fighter right here, and you can see it.
Big Dunk said his corner should have been locked up from letting the fight continue.
Man, you know, that's boxing, man. It's a brutal sport. It's a brutal sport, man. Like, all these sports is brutal. Football. But I think boxing more brutal, man, because they get hit in the head way more. Sometimes in a situation like this, there's only one person getting hit in the head.
Now, I have to ask this question to our listeners out there and to everyone watching in this video. Where are you ever going to get this?
When we ever going, huh?
Video, commentary, another video right next to you where you're watching a live boxing match.
Whoever been to, now everybody can say they've been to Flint now. Does the backflip. You see the athleticism with the backflip. And as you can see, the crowd's intensity, man, we love it, man. We support each other 100%. I flew just to go to that.
You did. And I know you were excited about it, too.
Oh, yeah. Had to be there. I've been watching them since 2000 when they were amateurs.
I need the footage when you were coming into the ring. You know, when you one of his fights before you came to the ring with him.
I got to save some for my documentary.
Chris came into the ring like I thought he was going to take the road ball.
I didn't go to the ring. I don't even think I got footage. I can ask him. I don't think he got footage. Oh, now back to Chris Wilson.
Talent.
Sports Journey. And we back.
Talent.
Appreciate it. No, I just said thank you.
Yeah, this is good stuff here.
Nobody been to Flint, Michigan before, man.
But you know what? I said this before. When you talk about Flint, it's like another.
I'm not the only one.
No, but it's another light bulb that goes on.
And this is what I'm trying to show the viewers because they think it's me. They think I'm crazy. The one man gang think I'm Flint silly. Go get John Connor's album, Salvation, and listen to how he talked to Flint. You seen it on what we just showed you. Monty and Cleese talking about Flint. We got actors, we got rappers, we got. It's because it's so inspirational. It's so inspiring to know that you almost wonder why. Like, why so many people said we can't when we can. You know what I mean? And the people that grasp onto that and hold on to it, they know what that love is. I explained.
Somebody just said Terry Crews. Terry Crews.
Terry Crews is from Flint.
That's what Big Dunk just said.
Big Dunk. Points for Big Dunk. If you was here, I'd give you this autographed ball right here.
Terry Crews. I did not know that. Now, he's hilarious. Hilarious.
Terry Crews. I'm going to have to get him on the show, but he's not responding to my tweets. Terry Crews, you got to respond to my tweets if you want to be a real Flintstone, baby. You already know. I know you're busy, though. See, I know he's busy. I seen this show.
I did not know he was from Flint.
You ever seen
I
Family
just found
Crews?
Out tonight. Yes.
He's very
I like
busy.
the show.
Yeah, good, wholesome.
Yeah,
brother.
and he's a good dude. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
From Flint.
He played for the Redskins, too.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
How long?
Just a year.
Now, see, it's not stuff that goes by me too much.
Well, you didn't know he was Terry Crews. You just seen a dude with Crews on his jersey.
So it was Terry Orr. I didn't know.
You don't know that he's going to be one of the funniest guys in, you know.
So, yeah, I mean, Jarman said it. So what, he played for 1 year?
He's tweeted it before. Like, shout out to all my Flintstones. Like, it's just a different type of love, and I'm just trying to introduce that culture so y'all understand this better.
Lorenzo says Eddie Mason knows him, I think.
He said what? Oh, Eddie Mason know him. He's good friends with Ken Harvey. I think him and Ken Harvey are best friends, and Ken Harvey's still in this area. And that's another thing I like about being here, the Redskin family. Like, that's hard to come by on the professional level. That's great.
Now, see, that's another thing. Just real quick before we go to break. That's something that most fans don't know.
Oh, yeah.
They think that there's so much. I guess, like, sometimes when you look at the management and things that have happened over the last decade.
With all the management, the players,
even the retired players who still live in the area, they're like,
I know.
They over at the cookout.
I know when I talked to Eddie Mason, Charles Mann, Dexter Manley, all these guys, Ken Harvey. I talk to these guys all the time, and they're like, Down to earth, Art Monk, Daryl Green.
Daryl Green goes to your church.
Yeah.
No big deal.
And it's just like, hey, what's going on, bro? And it's like, you know, it's they always just trying to shed light and help us in all aspects of life. You know, not just football, the business side. They help us on our game. Lorenzo went out there with LeVar Arrington and was getting working on pass rush type moves and stuff like that. So, I mean, you hear a lot of people, and you know, I learned this from my marriage. Like sometimes when people get annoyed, it's because they really just want you to win so bad. You know, it's not that fans hate us or they're so agitated with us. They just want us to win so bad, and I understand that, and I want to win so bad as well. And that's why I'm gonna be whatever I gotta be. I'm gonna be vocal. I'll definitely be more vocal this year as a veteran, and understanding now that they understand. Well, we have a new coach, but I think the organization understands that I'm not a troublemaker, but
sure,
I'm very passionate about my craft, and I'm not the only one. So when you talk about the Redskins, a lot of people ask funny questions in media, like they ask you a question like, so what's wrong with the Redskins? So now you got to bash yourself.
Well, we had a question on the show. Remember, the little young
what
kid
needs
asked,
to be fixed?
What was it? You know, what was it like when Donovan was doing what he did on that Monday night game? And I'm thinking, was that a question to be mean, or
this is how I feel about it?
There's no insight on that.
Instead of saying what's wrong, I'm gonna tell you, look, we got all the ingredients to make this dish, this Super Bowl dish we trying to make, this 5-course Super Bowl meal we trying to make. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But when you cooking in the kitchen, sometimes you don't necessarily put the right amount of salt and sugar in there, and you just got to get it to come together right. Personally, I think we need to sprinkle a little bit more 95 on that dish, and it'll taste better. But I'm just slide that in.
Uncle Ed's all-purpose sauce.
Uncle Ed's all-purpose 95 sauce. But no, I have the utmost respect for all of my teammates. And players have told me that. Sean Alexander is a player that's told me when he came from Seattle, he was like, man, y'all loaded. Y'all got all kind of talent. So it's just a matter of getting the chemistry right. You keep playing with it, keep playing it until you finally get it. And, you know, when we get it, it's going to be a beautiful thing, especially after being here as long as I've been. And
quarterback. California.
You just going to go on your own thing.
Yeah. CA Skins fan says, Chris, can you play inside?
I could play inside, outside. I could play on the line. I done played D tackle. I done played this already. You know what I'm saying? I done played inside. Y'all don't see me in the what's it called, Zoe? What's it called? Hurry up. What's that package called when I'm inside? When I'm at the buck? He know what it is. But I done played D tackle, DN.
Big Dunk says, I said a long time ago, Chris basically should be used in different areas, just like Carl Mecklenburg was in Denver.
He said, say it again. Oh yeah. Let's do it. And see, that's the beauty. That's the beauty about our defense. But we have to use it though. We can't go into a fight. We can't go to war and not empty our clip. You know what I mean?
When you got that sack in Seattle, where'd that come from?
What, the move?
No, position.
Defensive end.
Most people think it was linebacker.
No, I was playing DN.
So if some people ask you as far as positions, didn't you get a sack at nose too?
3-2, that's what it is.
Didn't you get a sack at nose one game?
Yeah, I got not nose, but
well,
D
not
tackle.
nose, but D tackle.
On Sneak, the Pro Bowler. I spent on him. Mm-hmm. He's still scared of that move, but
I'm gonna ask him when we do a show with him up there in New York.
I talked to him. He still be watching out for that. If you want to get Sneak, spin on him. I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't care about them Giants. Spin on Sneak on the pass.
That's it. I'm gonna put that out
there. Because if them Giants run, you try to
so you get him in trouble with his coach, who is his father-in-law too.
I done seen big boys get pushed 10 yards back.
Speed versus power always wins.
Man, when they get cheek to cheek and double team, you don't spin.
It's good stuff.
But
they're firing away for you in there. So
what's up? What we got? Yeah, I'm like a monster backer, Dunk. You get it. One-man game. They just don't use.
He said a reverse
all
spin.
of you. Yeah, he think he meant all of us. Yeah, it's like we got so many good players, and we all so different. It's a great problem to have. But
I think you guys will have depth this year for the first time. I mean, you had depth at linebacker.
Yeah.
But then you drafted Ryan Kerrigan, who can probably do a little bit of both, maybe do some linebacking duties. Of course, that's what they want. But
right. He a rookie, though.
But I think that expectations have to be a little tailored down. Because let's face it, you got a Pro Bowler on the other side, too. And
he got to learn how to play linebacker, and then he has to learn how to play the defense.
In a 3-4.
Yeah. Off the lockout.
Off the lockout.
Not saying he can't do it.
In the NFC East.
In the NFC East.
Yeah. There's a lot of factors that are gonna play and shape up a lot of things. Not just with the Redskins, but across the league.
But don't forget we got Fletch now. Fletcher just tell him to do something. That's what he did to me when I was a rookie.
Were you scared?
Hey, go on the B gap. All right. That ain't the play, but if Fletch said I can do it.
But you also had somebody behind you, too, called Sean Taylor, that could fix a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he fixed a lot of problems, all right.
He gave a lot of problems.
Fact,
he created problems.
Yeah, we were running defenses wrong on purpose because of him.
What?
Yeah, remember that game in Green Bay? That was a cover 2. It looked like cover 1.
What?
Because LeBron just wanted to hit everybody. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Shout out. Dirty 30.
Who's in shape? Who's getting back?
Sean was just back there picking everything off.
Sideline to sidelines. I've never seen anything like that.
Sideline. And then I think he dropped a pick or 2 maybe. So
he did.
I think he had 3 and could have had 5, I believe. I could be mistaken, but yeah, but
you know, we had a tweet. There was a tweet that went around about how we had that conversation about him one night after the show. About the late, great Sean Taylor.
Oh, man, he was awesome, man.
Yeah, we had a conversation about that.
Very
it actually went around. People were starting to reminisce a little bit.
That was my rookie year, so I'm not expecting any high-profile guys to speak to me. But
tell the story because people are talking about it. Tell the
It's
story about
a lot of stories.
When you
beat him in chess?
No.
Okay.
You beat him on
because it's hard to win when you
beat him on that
Chris
special
Wilson.
teams move, and he lined up in front of you the next day.
Yeah, I think it was him and Carlos Rogers. They was trying me out at gunner, big gunner, because I was just moving so fast. You know, Greg Williams just loved my fast legs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I beat him one day, and I didn't know that meant we had beef for the rest of our practice days. I was like, man, you just gonna chase me like this every single day? You know what I mean? So I lined up, and he'd just jump out there. He'd move somebody out the way. Watch out, I got it. I'm like, man. I look at, they double team me, so I just always go away from him. I wasn't scared of him, but I was scared of what he'd do if I beat him again. like, man, he might try to kill me.
Somebody says Brian.
But he was very tenacious, man.
Brian 8line in the chat box says Sean Taylor never stopped hitting. Just ask the punter in the Pro Bowl.
Man, you better watch out.
You told me I had to take him out of practice a couple times.
And he didn't even hit him. Yeah, they had to take him out of practice because he just practiced hard. He was a perfectionist, but they were scared he was gonna wear himself out. But you love to see a high-profile guy with that much talent approach the game like that. That's what I mean when I talk about bring the tiger. That's why I don't mind my man Andre Darrell doing the push-ups, man. Go as hard as you can, man. When it's over, don't even try to say, I wish I would have did this. I wonder what would have happened if I was. Nah, you go hard. Go hard. And that's what I'm going to do this year, baby. You want me to
Yeah, why not?
If you would look to the right hand of your screen, it's another one called the Best Of. I edited that one too. It's just some of his earlier fights and things like that.
So on 3, folks, just hit that.
1, 2, 3, click.
We're all watching it. Wow.
My favorite movie. Hold on, mine ain't. Some of y'all's might be started yet. Mine's still low.
You got a MacBook and it's slow.
Yeah, man.
You have too much stuff on there.
I do. I mean, I'm editing videos on here.
Are
you editing videos on your PC?
Of course.
Yours is up already. Mine's still refreshed. Come on.
Gold medalist.
Well, I'm going to break yours down because I edited it.
It's your work.
The voice you heard, all right, I'm going to start right now on mine. The voice you hear is the Shogun of Harlem. From what movie?
The Last Dragon.
My favorite movie. And that's who he liked. He liked the Shogun. Who's better than the Shogun? Bruce Leroy, that's who. Yeah, he gonna show you that Bruce Leroy ain't better than Andre Dirrell. I mean Anthony. They look alike.
So wait a minute. The question I have is,
hold on, I'm gonna do mine. You gotta wait because you ahead of us. You ahead of us.
Did you see the video?
Look at this thunder and lightning in both hands. Boom. That was the right hand.
No, but wait a
Because
minute.
earlier you asked me. Now look, he left-handed now. Boom, boom. Now you remember
But
the
there's
last
a guy that looks like
the
he's
fight-
like trying to work a kink out or something.
Oh, he was doing that swag surf. Swag, yes, sir. He actually knocked he knocked his shoulder out of socket.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah, and this funny thing, Larry Michaels of the Redskin is the voice you hear commentating that fight.
Right.
So he's a
What's
big
up,
boxing
Larry?
fan. Yeah.
One of the good guys in the business.
Oh yeah, shout out. But he dislocated his shoulder. They stopped the fight after that.
So I was wondering what
He
this
went to
dude
the
doing.
doctor.
I thought he
yeah.
was taunting him
He
or
hit
something.
He hit him, and the dude turned and he hit him on his back. And something went out of whack. Thunder and lightning in both hands.
I
But
noticed a trademark
backflip. Athleticism. I don't like it, but
and you say
I think it's a
I'm
risk.
gonna hold you to this tonight.
Now listen, the fight we saw earlier, he won that fight with a left-handed body shot, and then you seen him what he did to when he hit my man in the face with the right. Is no favorite with whoever he fighting. If he think I'm gonna give you trouble, southpaw, he's gonna fight you southpaw. If he want to switch because he want to create angles, he'll switch all day on you, or he'll fight you orthodox.
You said that in
Look
2
at the
years.
graphics. Look at the graphics.
2 years.
Who edited that?
You think that he's
2 years he gonna. I'm talking about $20 million fights, man. $30 million flights. Yeah, I said it. Little swag for y'all.
I mean, it's good to see a young guy that's
This after cancer.
Wow.
And this guy, I mean, no disrespect, but you know the boxing fans know what I mean when I say the Hispanic fighters don't fall. They gonna fight.
Yeah, no, they're tough as nails.
Look how he's approaching this fight, man. He's determined. You going down. You're not just losing. That's what I love about him, though. I don't know if Anthony watching. I don't know if you even remember this, but he was fighting an amateur fight, and at the time I didn't quite understand that amateur boxing is so different from the pros. And one day me and his aunt, we was telling that we ain't see him going after guys like that. I don't know if that would trigger something in him, or if he thought that he had to be politically correct or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But what it really was his brother's so fast, it makes him a great counterpuncher. People say the knock on him is he takes too many risks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, his head is open. He slips a lot of punches. But, I mean, if you look at how
he's got a little
how
showman
polished-
to him. I like that.
and his punch is very accurate, very sharp.
But I mean,
short,
he's got that.
You see him drop a guy with a very short left hook.
But what I'm saying is, like, when you watch Mayweather, they have a ring presence, like showmanship.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what he has.
Yeah. But one day I didn't realize that he was trying to counter punch in the amateurs. That don't get you wins in amateur ranks, countering everything.
You know, I got a bone to pick
You know what I'm
with
saying?
you. I got a bone
Flint,
to pick
Michigan
with you.
shout out. You see the Flint, Michigan shout out at the end.
I got a bone
Go
to
ahead
pick
with
with
your
you.
bone.
I rushed home Saturday. It's a no fight.
Me too.
You already home. What you mean you rushed home? You already home.
No, I was
rushed
flipping
home,
through.
and I'm like, there is
I know
no
what you
fight.
say. I thought the Amir Khan Zab Judah fight was last Saturday. It's this Saturday. What do you got? Hit me in the chat box. Zab Judah, the reformed, changed
Man,
Zab,
whatever.
new trainer,
Spaghetti legs.
new trainer, new faith. Can he do it? Hit me in the chat box.
Oh, somebody said
Oh,
Super Judah.
yeah, oh.
Sideline hater, Jarman Gant. Come on, man. No way. That dude gonna lay into him. All right, so I see Lorenzo in there getting some people now. Somebody said, you know what coverage we're in.
Hold on, I'm trying to see where the rest of it came from.
Yeah, they getting on Lorenzo now. So somebody getting on Lorenzo in there. Come on, fans. Lorenzo thought he was getting here to get Chris. Now he's getting some other people. You never going to get him quiet.
I like Lorenzo like this.
Mad.
I don't want him quite. See, no, he's never mad, but he has an opinion.
He never not gives you his opinion. I like that.
Nah, you see, it's a different meetings. Lorenzo's like quiet. He's all about business, learns his plays. He goes out there and performs. And so he kind of like my pops. I mean, I wish we lived in a let my past do the talking society. But when you putting in work the way you putting in, you gotta let them know how you feel, baby. And I'm excited this year because of that. LBs.
I got a question for Zoe. We're going to wait for another show. You don't have to answer it in the chat box. But that little Priya, what was it, a Priya or a Priva with the car?
Prius. Toyota
Prius. He
Yeah.
showed up in that.
Mm-hmm.
Was that scripted?
No. That's his car.
Was it?
Yeah.
For real?
That's the car that cuts off if it's going under 40 miles per hour. It's all battery. Well, it doesn't cut off. I'm sorry. It operates on all electricity and battery. And then if you go over 40 or, I don't know, getting up
But
to
didn't
speed
he
or
think
something.
that he was going to have
Gas
to do
saver.
more than 40?
Well, he goes to D.C. and back in that car.
No, I'm just saying, coming up to Redskins Park, knowing people we were going to be waiting for him. You would think he would know.
Nah.
He'd be something a little faster than that today.
Nah, well, he got the monster truck.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, look, man, this is it's about that time.
So that's my in-depth look at Anthony Durrell. You know, appreciate everybody in the chat box. Are we going to Jeff Little?
Yeah, Jeff Little coming up.
Jeff Little coming up next from the West Coast.
The locker room.
Also known as the Best Coast. You know. I like the Midwest personally.
I was going to say, who said it was the best coast?
I said it's also known as. I didn't say it
On
was.
the West Coast is known as that.
That's where you going to be at.
Yeah, but I was going to say, not over here. We got East Coast bias.
I like the East Coast too. It's just too crowded.
Now, Jeff legit.
I don't like traffic over here.
You get that out there on the West Coast too.
True,
You
but
get a little bit
I've never
of
been in
everything.
West Coast traffic.
So look, I'm gonna give you a little drop, and then you can just
Take us out how we did.
take us out. So, favorite parts of tonight's show with Chris Wilson. You covered the lockout, Armageddon Thursday.
Give me something slow.
Or you something slow.
Yeah.
All right, you gonna be happy with the
That's-
lockout? Before we get to that,
I'm
you
gonna be
could
happy if the lockout is over. Absolutely.
All right, so I think that what you need to do before we get ready to do this is I think you need to let our listeners know that the Washington Redskins this year, people want to hear predictions. They want to hear what's going to happen. Because this will be technically, if you think about it, come on now, this will be the last time you're doing this show in a lockout.
Oh yeah, that's true.
See,
I might come out Monday. It
yeah.
depends on when we got to report.
So the question is, for prediction purposes,
What record?
just across the board,
Man,
records,
how
sack
about-
numbers you're getting.
How about wins? I don't do stats, man. The only stat I'm concerned with is winning. How about we gonna win?
You got somebody liking that.
I predict that the special teams is gonna be number one in the league, especially with that new rule. I don't know what they was thinking with that.
Pooch kick.
Because they must not know we got the one-man gang. Reed, Lottie, Dottie. He likes to party. We got C-Wheel 95 Flint. We got Big Mike Sellers. We got too many big speed. And you going to give us 5 more yards?
All right, so I think that
I predict if we put these pieces together, I mean, the sky's the limit with us. When you even in our worst years, like we beat Super Bowl team. You know what I mean? And everybody say, yeah, whatever. But that's the NFL. The talent isn't that far from one another. But if you don't do everything just right, you can get embarrassed.
all right.
So,
Well, you hear them phones ringing. That's probably somebody telling us they're ready in L.A. to go.
a special shout out to who am I back in here? Sideline Hater, Big Dunk, One Man Gang, Highlander, Brian, Ain't Lion, and D
All
Love
right.
Skins. Everybody.
Take us out. 3 minutes. We got to get out. So go ahead. It's all you.
Hey, check it. Hey, oh, it's about to drop. Check it out, we did it. Lake Lewis Show, don't forget it. I mean, Chris Wilson Show with Lake Lewis. I told y'all once before, I'm not new to this. We talked about Anthony the dog, how we knocking around, you got dudes crawling, doing push-ups on them, left jaw on them, uppercutting them, what what in them? Hut 1, Hut 2, Hut 3, Hut in them. I'm sacking them, quarterbacks in them. Running backs get laid out flat. The boy C-Dub is something like a Matt Truck. When I truck, yeah, I hit the hit stick. I'm something like Colin. The way I spit nothing but the funk. I like to play my bass guitar, call it skunk. Hey, I'm bringing my bass out here too. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen that.
Yeah. Tell him about my bass real quick.
He can play.
All right, I'm all right.
He can play. It was
I can
decent.
fake it till I make it.
Favorite bass player, Bootsy Collins
from Cincinnati. That's how you talking, ain't it? Boy, wind it up. Anything I know about. I hit you with the Willie Hutch.
You did play the Willie Hutch. You played a lot of stuff on there.
Dookie Stick.
You need to play Prince on there though.
I ain't polished like that. Prince is a heck of a musician. You think he just playing tunes, man. He doing a lot more than you think. Hey, Chris Wilson Show, another great show. Thank all y'all for listening. Remember, you can see everything in the video archive. Lake Lewis, every Monday from 7 to 9, live at Vintage 50.
Leesburg.
See you next time.
Virginia.
Flint Town, you know, you seen Anthony, you seen a couple rappers, just a little bit, you know what I mean? And just stay tuned, because we're going to keep giving it to you.
Coming up next, folks, live from Los Angeles, California, it's Jeff Little in the locker room. Have a good night.
Shout out Jeff Little. Peace.